What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're doing a realistic rebuild of the Cowboys. My man, good old Hannibal Lecter, how you doing? Of course, it's a special day, Thanksgiving. I realized we did a fantasy Cowboys rebuild, but never a realistic one, so not a super hard team to deal with. However, contracts could become a problem, and the only problem I have is I haven't seen the Thanksgiving love on the like button and the subscribe button. Maybe follow me on Twitter at Jeromepkr. No morals, even on Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm consistent at least. Dak Prescott, he's an 85 overall, so probably smart to wait. I don't know how much, it's going to cost us, but probably smart for us to wait for this realistic one because he actually has a chance to develop now. I believe in our fantasy we did trade him because, of course, a lot of money. I'd rather just, sign some guy. I think we drafted an X-Factor QB, actually. But I think in this one, we're probably going to re-sign him. Well, we'll see. But not a bad team at all. Defense underperforming quite a bit. Leighton Vander Esch, he started the season as an X-Factor, and now he's star. They didn't give him superstar. They were like, no, you're down. You're going down a star, pal. But you see Byron Jones with X-Factor. Lawrence, of course, X-Factor. One of the best pass rushers in Madden. Maybe even the best. Like, he's insane in Madden. I mean, in real life, he's great too. But in Madden, he's just a beast. We have Hill here. Good old Tristan Hill, the rookie, playing number 2. Because at the end of the day, we might as well have him start when, Al Woods, he's like 30. He's only 26? Maybe I'm thinking... No, Malik's definitely not. Who am I thinking of that's 30? Is it Covington? He's not 30. Yeah, I don't know. Robert Quinn's 30, just about. There we go. I knew it was someone. Where is Anthony? Is he hurt? Is Anthony Brown hurt? So he got hurt in November, so yeah, we'll start him. Of course, Chris Westry. Chris Westry. Very tall, very fast guy. You can actually develop if you really put in the effort with him. Maybe we develop him. I doubt it, though. Jordan Lewis, he's not on a contract year yet. However, you do have guys like Anthony Brown that are. So we might have to try to trade some, expensive players. Maybe try to get a little cheaper so we can actually afford players because Coop and Dak are going to be taking up a lot of money. Here's Crawford. This would be a nice guy to get rid of. We can, but will we? Robert Quinn. We could probably get rid of somebody. I'm not sure who, but there's a lot of expensive players here that I don't know if they're worth it or not. We're gonna take a look at the contracts. We're gonna go to about week 7. Normally go to midseason, just so we know what we're dealing with, because we'll trade some players if we have to. All right, here we are looking at the re-signings. Amari Cooper, a wide receiver that's not super easy to replace, especially in Madden. Maybe in real life you can nitpick at what things he can do better, but in Madden, there's not a whole lot you can get better than Amari Cooper just for how fast he is. Good old Byron Jones, once again, another player that fits under that mold. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Holy crap, I can't pay him that much. 6 for 145? Yeah, of course you like the contract length because that sets you up for life, pal. Anthony Brown, I think, is probably worth it. A 5-year, yeah, I mean, that's not terrible. I mean, you're not going to get much cheaper. If you go with a first-round rookie, it's about the same price, and, 75-star isn't easy to replicate. Do we let Dak go? I don't know. Like, it's a conundrum, because I think he's a decent quarterback. If I could say would I want him as a quarterback if I had, the Bengals, yeah, I would love to have him as a quarterback, but for the price, I don't think anything over 20 mil is worth it, honestly, because he doesn't elevate the team to that level. He's good. I think he's good, but he doesn't elevate his team to the level of over 30 million a year. You're taking away a lot of the other options in the future. So how good is he going to be without Zeke or an offensive line that's as talented as it is? I know Zeke has taken a little bit of a step back, but he's got some weapons in Dallas, so I don't know, man. I don't know what we're going to do here. So we gave him the deal, unfortunately. All right, headed to the playoffs. It's a pretty decent paper on pretty decent paper on team, right? But if this is a pretty decent team on paper, of course, we know that they do pretty damn well for themselves in franchise sim. However, they don't always win the Super Bowl. They maybe win it 1 out of the 3, 1 out of the 4. let's see if we can up that a bit. Of course, Dak actually had a pretty good season when you think about the fact that the running game is very primed around here. You know, you add every single touchdown up. That's 31 rushing touchdown. Is it? My brain actually works. 31 rushing touchdown. Hell. Okay, I mean, you take away 10 of them. 21 rushing touchdowns, which is still really good. That's 43 passing. So it's not all about the exact stats, although it would be nice because he could have got a dev up. But at the end of the day, it was a good season regardless. Offensive line, the left guard gave up 11 sacks. Could you imagine? That would be pretty disappointing to give up that many. DeMarcus, I don't understand this game. DeMarcus should be putting up like 14 a year with his ratings. We did get a bye week at 11-5, which is a little surprising. Rodgers, Phillip, some names here that you're probably not expecting to see. Tannehill. Let's take a look if there's any award wins. Elliott at 4. Dak at 6. Defensive Player of the Year, no. Rookie of the Year, Pollard at number 2. He almost won it fair and square because he had a lot of touchdowns. Zeke with a win. Zach Martin with a win. And, that would have been nice. A Woozier of all the people, that would have been so good. Still could make the Pro Bowl, maybe even get a development up. We'll see. But let's see, divisional matchup against the Bears. Not an easy team to beat. Jason Witten's probably going to retire, let's be honest. So we'll have to look at tight end. There's usually a decent tight end in free agency, so let's see. Come on, can we win one for Jason? I would bench him just for the fact that he put so many O's in long. I'm not doing it, Jason. Jason, that's it. That's absolutely it. Blake Jarwin is now the starting tight. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm just kidding. Witten, I was just joking. He didn't want to go back up. But this is the receiving group. Michael Gallup had a pretty damn good come up. No, maybe not. He's still 3 points. Another upgrade point on the way. Pretty good season, of course, with the morale. He's actually really good. Dak plus 2. So it goes up 2 overalls on the season. Not terrible. I would like the throw power to be a little higher, but the accuracies are pretty fine, so that's fine with me. Tristan, almost the starting DT, of course, looking in the offseason. If we can get a D-end or DT in free agency, it will be easier on the draft. Need a new safety, need a new linebacker, and, tight end, but, not a whole lot of crazy positions to have to replace. Going against the Bears, though, let's see how this goes. 86-84. Usually, when we do rebuilds, we don't see the Bears very often because usually they're not in this position, but we're also not in this position usually year one. So, there's a double-edged sword there to the reasons why we don't see them. But in real life, they're struggling pretty hard. The Cowboys are struggling a bit too. Some things that they could easily clean up. Andrew Luck playing for the Broncos. Thank God the Patriots took him out. I don't think I would have ever said that in my lifetime, but I forgot to lower Luck, so I'm just glad we won't see him in, the Super Bowl here. Good job, defense. 10-10 game. That's perfectly fine. The 3 points I could have gone without, but, leading at half, that changes. Ooh, this is bad. Okay, so 20-27, and there's a pick. I don't know who got it, but props to that guy. I don't know. I hope it's Anthony Brown. You know that? Oh, what a drive. Come on, offense. 3rd and 8. Do I want to come in? I don't want to be the dude that doesn't win the Super Bowl year one with the Cowboys. Not that I have, crazy control over it. We're probably putting ourselves in a bad spot here because Mac is not an easy guy to get time on. Who else would you go to? Who else would you go to in that situation? Who else would you go to? If you're not going to Witten, I don't know who you are. Obviously, you go to whoever's open, but it does so happen that Witten was also open. Is this offense for real? Imagine being so bad that in the clock's running here. What is life? And that's just a bad decision. Got completely picked off there. I don't understand that. Obviously, it's different for us because we had a 4th and 12. We had nowhere else to go but to force it. 34-27. Dak probably had a pretty bad game. Nope, only I threw a pick. Great stuff. But just not enough scoring. Of course, the defense could have played better. Sack totals were through the roof for them. That's insane. How do we not win this game? Of course the kicker missed one. Of course he did. Why wouldn't he? At least it was from long, so Can't really blame him there, but of course he missed a field goal. Why wouldn't he? Of course it doesn't end up meaning anything, but middle of the game it might have completely changes, their ideals. I promise you, man. Coach, I promise you, man, I did everything I could. Sorry. It's upsetting. Fine. The season's over. Who cares? I don't understand. What are we arguing here? The season's over. Get on with it. I want to see the Pro Bowl roster. I think we're coach because, they're bringing him. Dak is the number 1 QB. Maybe there is a chance he gets a dev up. Tight end, Witten makes it on the list. Tyron, there's some obvious linemen for this team there. You don't see, well, interesting. No defenders so far. Woozier got on the list, though. Would have thought there would be more defenders. This team is pretty loaded on paper. Better start printing. I'm sorry. Dak does not go up in development. I wish he would have. I know he didn't have a great season, but he did get a Pro Bowl vote. Defensively, not a single name either. That's a bit brutal. It's a bit brutal. We'll probably trade Jordan Lewis off because we can't afford to re-sign him. And I don't remember if there was someone else we need to re-sign. I'm pretty sure Dak was like the last one, which we obviously did sign. And I get to put him in the title of the video. Dak signs a massive contract or something. $30 million a year. That's brutal. Seahawks win the Super Bowl 35-14. Not bad. Sean Lee's still here. No, thank you. Cobb's still here. Not bad, but I think we can get cheaper. Need a new safety regardless. DT, we're about to lose 2 of them. Antoine Woods is 10 times better than Malik. I know Malik is a finesse style guy, but unless that's like 90 finesse, he's not as good as Woods by any means. 84 in fairness, so, it depends on what you want. Maybe Malik is better, but yeah, I don't want either of them. Brett, you can't really get much better at kicker for that price. He's already 30? Why are kickers coming out so late? People will accept you, man. I'm only going to give him a 3-year deal because he was a little inaccurate. And I don't want to sign him to like a long-term, super long deal. I wonder if there's any way we can get even cheaper, though. We lost some big names, and we're still kind of broke. That's what worries me. So Dak, of course, is making the entire team. So is Lawrence. How does this team even have the money it has? There's some very big contracts here. Okay, so Crawford, we're going to get rid of with Jordan Lewis, probably. Van Der Esch probably going to have to do the AI move and just completely let him hit free agency. Got to pay a Woozier soon, too. Yeah, this team is going to go broke soon. We've got a 2-year window, probably. So you're looking at 12 mil. We could trade what's his name right now, so we'll leave that option on the table. Tight end, who would be nice to knock out. Tight end, imagine. I don't think we can afford him, though. Can we afford any of the tight ends? That's the question. So you see a guy like Hooper, you want him, but you can't afford him. Ricky Seals-Jones. Maybe try to get Blake Jarwin back. I don't know. He kind of knows the team a little bit. He's not terrible. Well, this is a big L because nobody accepted our contracts except for Jamie Collins. I mean, it's a big, win because he replaces Sean Lee, but I had a lot of offers that we really needed. All right, so we have some decent players on the list. One of them is a tight end. There's a couple of good tight ends, but Michael Adams looks the best, specifically because he's so late. I don't think we can make a move for Brock LeClaire. Brock LeClaire, okay. Michael Adams, though, I don't like the height. That's what worries me. The height is bad. I just don't know how much that matters in Madden. I would think, in my opinion, Madden, if you got a guy that's 6'2", you're like, oh, well, maybe they're going to make him better because he's shorter. But you also have Garrison Wims, a potential tight end himself. A catch in traffic, A- spec catch, A- release. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to get to pick 18 and then just take best available because there's a bunch of players late first that we can probably try to get. So we trade pick 26, a third round, and Dalton Schultz for pick 18 from the Packers. We did sign some backup level talent at tight end. Sean Cut. I mean, these guys are all really good looking players just based on their overall. Another middle linebacker? Ooh, the Rams just busted more than likely. So far, the picks look decent. Javonte Rose was a really good corner, and that's not our guy, thankfully. The Colts almost screwed us, though. Our guy is Michael Adams. We'll see the difference, but technically we didn't have a choice, so I'm not too mad with it. Michael Adams or the DT D'Angelo Manning. Everything in my brain tells me go Manning because you can just go with the wide receiver later, Garrison Sims, and then move him to tight end. But I don't know. 6'4", 230, he's pretty decently fast, especially if you're going to move him to tight end. It's really, all this is coming down to is who do I think is going to be the better development? Garrison, Mims, I might have called him Sims a few times as well. I would assume at best case scenario is star, while Michael Adams has a good chance of maybe being a superstar player. And then D'Angelo Manning, he could be, X Factor for all we know, so I'm not really sure. We also do have a cornerback, Dickens, but I don't need a cornerback, so I'm going to be keeping my Dickens, my pants. I'm just going to go with Michael Adams, honestly. Okay, so, of course, you could have had normal, but I kind of expected hidden. 76 overall, though, is very solid. This is a good pick, I think. I mean, how does it compare to Mims? I don't know, right? But, I think that's a good pick. I think, once again, we might have to trade up to, 18 again. So we might just go with the Packers again. So we trade 58, 118, and Gregory to move up 8 spots with the Packers. Very fair trade in my book. I want to see what the Packers actually take in the first round to see if, it ended up being a good pick for them. Eagles with Kirby Cheeks. That's where the Packers could have maybe taken a tight end or a tackle, so could have been a bit of a hit for them. Maybe they go DT, though, and forget about it. They want a linebacker, which probably wasn't a good draft to go for one unless you had a top 15 pick. 477, a little bit slower, or Meredith. You're looking at the 8. Do you guys even know me if I take anyone but the younger guy? Jerron Meredith. I think there's more risk here, but there is better speed and youth. Okay, so hidden 72. That's a great pick for a second-round player. I mean, this guy, in my opinion, could have probably been a first-rounder. Star or better. I mean, that's a good pick. Probably starts immediately. It's just he's by far the best potential DT talent there is. So let's take a risk. We had 2 good picks in the beginning. Another 72 hidden. Okay, so this is the most exciting pick for me because this was the hugest risk we've taken. Is he lacking? Hell yeah, but 87 strength, better than expected. 83 block shedding, 78 power move, faster than I expected. I mean, this is a way better player than I thought we were going to get, honestly. I was just hoping for the dev, and we appear to have at least gotten a good dev, We have Taywan Taylor at the number 3 spot. We do have 2 tight ends already. We have the new tight end we just got. You're not going to get Mims if you don't trade up, though. Do we risk it? I kind of want Mims. We got to go for Mims. He has too good a potential. Even if he's a bust, I don't care. We trade Jordan Lewis to the Panthers for a pick 92, a super steal for them. So I just kind of got confused, and I was like, wait, who do I need? So Garrison Mims, late 4th. I want to get rid of Jordan Lewis anyways. We could have maybe gotten a 3rd next year or something, but I think this is probably going to be worth the trade up. And it 1,000% is. The question is, did we end up wasting our first-round pick? That's all I want to know. Because once again, this guy is rather slow for an actual wide receiver. However, for a tight end, he's really good. Run block is even 58, and for rookies, that's pretty decently high. He gives me tight end vibes. I can't lie. The Bears actually made a really good trade up. We traded on a 4th round this, a 5th round next, and I think it was a 6th round. And they ended up getting a 70 overall, which obviously this late in the draft is really good. Now, don't get me wrong, this fullback's better. However, the fullback is more than likely going to be there while the tackle won't be. So I'm going to take Thurman now. Normal development, the first normal development of the draft, but a 70 overall, pretty damn good. And he's got the two elbow pad thingies. Ooh, the fullback actually might be gone because pick 26 is very late in the 7th. I thought we would have had a higher 7th for some reason. I don't know why, but I thought so. Damn, the fullback is gone. I didn't scout in the other fullbacks because there was only one that was by far the best. I don't really want utility. I'd rather have blocking. But who's going to be the best overall? Mickle, 260, or Corey Denman, 509 40 time. I mean, this guy has the combine grade through the roof, so I'm going to go with Mickle. 69 overall hidden. Not the blocking type, but decent, I suppose. I don't know. Can't really ask for much more with pick 26. All right, so let's take a look at this draft recap. We got a pretty decent, good amount of players. Michael Adams, of course, really solid. Did we make a mistake or not? That's the question. And it's going to be hard for Mims to beat that. Okay. X Factor out the gate. Should we change his number at all? 84, 86. I think 84 looks fine, right? I'll just discard because, of course, he already had it. Meredith, hidden. I couldn't tell you. Probably going to be star, though. Yeah, star. You know, not shocking. Give him 53 and put him at right end. And then Costanzo. We've been killing the draft, man. I can't say much more about it. Development is star. I mean, I kind of expected that, but still. Let's put Costanzo at DT and then put him at... Do I really believe in him to be a number 99? Yeah, whatever. Mims, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do with him now, but Mims 82. What the hell, really? Star development? I mean, okay. I forgot he actually had a hidden, so I was actually kind of like, whoa, nice. They're double digits probably. I think 17 looks decent. I mean, he's not going to play, and we're not obviously going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. Who do we miss on? Like, let's see the other tight end. So obviously it's going to be hard for them to beat that tight end as well. Brock Leclerc. Not a bad player at all. And he has star. Oof, they missed. They definitely missed. Here's the quarterback, Tim Gregory for the Dolphins. Kind of reminds me of Dak, actually, outside of maybe a little bit slower. But here's the development. Ooh, X Factor. Wow. All right, so here's Cotton, Brandon Cotton, 6'8", looks god tier, 21 as well. If he's superstar. Okay, regular star, but he's still insanely good, even when normally would have been good. Let's see how much the Chargers lost out on just by being several picks below. Bruce Borden, maybe not at all. X Factor. I mean, I'd say you could probably look at the two. Speed is harder to get. You can't really get speed or excel, so, you know, it's nothing really crazy different, so probably better. Let's take a look at Kirby Cheeks now. Ooh, normal. I'm not even going to look at it. Not even going to look at it. The Giants, who don't even need a tight end. Yikes. Where's the DT that we wanted? D'Angelo Manning, hidden. Ooh, he is good, though. If it's superstar better, you know, maybe debatable. Ooh, superstar. I don't know, honestly. You know, the tight end superstar X Factor, don't get me wrong. I'm not mad with an X Factor, but Mims was decent. Maybe if we redid it, I'd debate it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I would debate it. I swear to God I traded Crawford. Did I not? I swear I traded Crawford. Or did I trade Randy Gregory? I'm so confused. I didn't even want to show it because it was such a weird trade, but the Buccaneers were basically broke. We gave them Crawford for Golston and a 5th round, which is just beyond weird, but that's the way it is. Try to find a cheaper DT. You know, we saved a lot of money getting rid of Crawford. Ooh, we did not really solve the safety position. Of course, we did sign Anthony Harris in free agency. I always try to sign at least one backup DB every single free agency, and here it actually paid off. Normally, you know, a guy like Anthony Harris gets cucked over and he just doesn't start, but here, of course, he starts. I missed the safety in the draft. I don't know how good he was anyways. Probably not great. He was a rookie, you know, in the 6th round. What do you expect? But I mean, we've got a lot of potential here. The question is, oh, I didn't even notice. Leighton Vander Esch went up. I totally blanked out on him because he's normally X Factor. So I was like, no, nobody upgraded. But no, here he's like, I don't care what you did, EA. I'm coming back. You better watch out, baby. But yeah, that's a pretty big upgrade. The question is, can we even afford him anyways? I don't know. Receiving group looking a lot better. You know, Adams is quite a bit better than Witten in the sense that he's going to develop so damn fast. It's going to be like blazing fast, I would imagine. And yeah, I don't know. Can we get rid of Alawale? I mean, try to get cheaper anywhere. Nope. Damn it. All right, so the question is, can we actually resign our players? Woods can be on the bottom of our priority list, while Awuzie should not be. We have a little bit of money. Normally, Awuzie does hit free agency, but I think we can afford him. I mean, it says we can, so I don't know how that's going to look next year, but we can for the moment, I guess. All right, headed back to the playoffs. We were 11-5 last year. We did not win a single playoff game. This year, we're 12-4, a little bit better than last year. The rest of the division still, you know, sitting in the middle of the pack. Lost to the Giants twice. First before the bye week, and then after the bye week. Then we lost to the Ravens, and then earlier in the season to the Seahawks. Both Giants, I mean, okay, I guess. At least we got a bye week. If we didn't, I would have been pissed. And Dak is just pretending. Like, this is bad. How the hell do we go 12-4? The offense was terrible. I don't understand. We're just playing really bad football. I had Mims in the slot, and number 3 at Taywan Taylor must have got reordered or something. I don't know. Offensive line's not playing well. This is the most expensive offensive line in football, I would imagine. Meredith and Costanzo, though. Okay, this is a shocker. I don't understand how that happened. Leighton Vander Esch might go back to X Factor. Perfect timing, right when he needs a contract. Costanzo and Meredith, not bad at all. Pick totals. I would love to win a Super Bowl here because we're going to lose some names next season, I would say. But, man, we are so incomplete, even though we look so close. It's a weird conundrum, but that's just the way it is. Mariota, the starting quarterback for the Saints, it kind of has Teddy Bridgewater scenario written all over it. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? No win. Oh, really? Rose did better than 11.5 and 10 sacks? Really? I'm actually kind of shocked by that. Any award win other than Zach? Nope. How good of a season did that rookie have? He was a Niner, right? Rose. 91-10. That's not a good season. He load 41 catches and he tackled 91 times. That means he was trash. Definitely had more than 7 catches allowed if he had 91 tackles as a damn corner. Oh well. 89 overall versus the 12-4. 85 overall Panthers. Not an easy team to beat. On paper, though, we should smoke them, so we'll see. All right, so they start out strong. We finish nicely. We force a turnover, get 3. Middle of the second quarter. Come on, please, just win. 13-10. 20-10. 2010, my favorite year. Now, kinda. Yeah, it's a pretty good year, actually. 27-24. You need a touchdown. You get the touchdown. Defense makes the stop. 41-24 victory. That's a huge win. The Panthers are a very good team in Madden, and we see them win, make it to the Super Bowl quite a bit. Finally, Dak shows that he's worth the money because, so far I get a little worried about that contract. Dak, I'm pulling the collar a little bit, gulp. Career in trouble here as the coach. But there we go, a nice win there for him. Definitely an earned game. So conference is going to be the Bears again. It's the Saints this time. Team leader, what does Zach want to talk about? Coach, why wasn't Jason on the field? Was he hurt or are you resting him for the Super Bowl? He missed his leadership. When he's not out there, really focused in the huddle. Who? Who? Do they mean Jason Witten? Because he kind of retired, bro. He kind of retired. This D-line, though, they went hard. That's not even... He's an 82 overall, and he's not even... It's not even because of morale. Jesus. Okay, maybe the sliders are a little high. In fairness, they had, especially in Madden terms, insane seasons. In real life, that's insane, especially for Costanzo. But, 87 overall Saints. But in general, really good season for rookies. And in Madden... 14 seems to be a high number, so close to that's obviously great. Patriots beat the Ravens, so that's going to be an interesting one. Don't the Saints have Mariota? How are they killing us? What in the 35 points at half? Okay, here we go. Okay, defense needs to, step up. As much as offense hasn't played well, there's teams that get away with 21 points, 28 points, actually. Oh, my Lord. They have stepped up insane. This could be one of the greatest championship games ever. I mean, this team has a chance to drive down and win the game. And Dak throws a pick. Okay. Ezekiel Elliott with a 69-yard reception. This is one of the greatest games I've ever seen. I can't tell who's got the ball. They missed a 50... Why would they kick a 59-yard field goal? Are they stupid? What? I'm going to streak Zeke. This is probably how they got the touchdown last time. Leaving Zeke one-on-one there. Over the middle. That took a long time, but it was all worth it in the end because, got all the way down the field to the 29. We'll get him a little bit closer, and then hopefully the game's at least decent enough to allow him to kick a field goal. Barely got that ball off to Taywan Taylor. Gonna let the game decide now. Hopefully they at least kick the field goal, right? This game's so bad. This game is so bad. Literally never kick the field goal. The last play of the game was a sack with 20 seconds on the clock. This game is so bad. I'm gonna just sim. Defensive penalty. Go for it, and they get it. Wow. What a turn of events there. I did not think we would have had it in us. 3rd and 1, they can't convert. 38-30 if they get the touchdown of the 2 points. But Awuzie with a pick. And that is going to be a Dallas win going on to the Super Bowl to face the Patriots. It's going to be a really good game. Speaking of good games, Dak went off. Rushing attack wasn't great. Ran the ball a lot, just didn't succeed too much. Defensively, DeMarcus Lawrence was great. Woozier with that clutch interception. Here we are for all the marbles. The 84 overall Patriots, who do still have Tom Brady. I wonder if EA puts like a 20% win chance, extra win chance if Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl. I wonder. That'd be kind of cool if they did stuff like that. All right, going to the end of the game. Let's see if we can win ourselves a Super Bowl. Cowboys usually make the Super Bowl and win at least one in 3 years. Can we at least do that? I mean, we're having a really good draft. We had decent offseason. The picks actually panned out too. It's not even just as simple as, we've had a lot of great drafts in this Madden, but not all of them have panned out. There you go with a pick. I really wish I would have seen who it was, because that person may have won us a Super Bowl. 4 minutes left. Offense has got to do better. That's good enough for me, but wow, 3rd and 10, throw to Taywan Taylor, who seems to be the clutch man himself, and I think we've won ourselves a Super Bowl. They kicked a field goal, 34-31. The win has happened. Dallas wins a Super Bowl. There was a weird situation with the Saints where, you had 20 seconds left, you take a sack, you have probably had a timeout, and you just don't get it off. I don't know. You have a great line like this. How do you ever allow a sack? You should never allow one. But we win the Super Bowl after, redoing the sim. And Tom Brady's not happy, of course, as he is about to retire as a Super Bowl loser here. But still a really good career. Dallas, this is probably the most hated Super Bowl of all time. Patriots versus Cowboys. Nobody would want anyone to win. They'd be like, can they just keep tying until 10 years from now? They just keep tying, they just keep playing. Yeah, that's pretty much that. A win is a win, and I'm not sure how much more we'll do. We'll do at least another season. Do we do another? I think if we win another Super Bowl, we'll call it there, but maybe we'll do 2 more just in case we get have a chance at a Dynasty. But yeah, there you go. Really good names. Zeke Elliott still looks like Albert Einstein. Looks like he just made an insane discovery. He just invented electricity times 2. He just invented a new electricity, a new current. Congratulations, Ezekiel. Looking all right. Defensively, sack totals. Jimmy Collins got in there. Meredith, Tristan Hill, the young fellas making plays. Pick by Jalen. Brett, are you actually for real? Please tell me it was blocked. It says 0, so it wasn't even that long. Where was it, actually? Maybe it was long. Yeah, it was long. It was actually 50+. Never mind. So, once again, if you're going to miss a kick, at least make it the long one. So, that's been the way it is for him. So, fair enough. He's got the leg. He's just not the accurate guy that we thought he would be from long. And we have a lot of XP. What do you mean? What? He's not even on the team. What do you mean? Hello? We did it, coach. Last team standing. I can't believe we couldn't ask for a better ending. What? Yeah, you retired last season. Congrats, Jason Witten, on your ring. I don't know. If this is Jason's. Yeah, all right, dude. Sure, man. Okay. If you say so, man. So right now, this is where retirements would show up, right? Tom Brady, Julian Edelman. We're not going to... Oh, Big Ben's gone. Drew Brees. Some big names are gone here. Emmanuel Sanders. Some really big names retired. I don't see Jason Witten. This man pretended that he was on the roster just to get a Super Bowl ring. He called him up just in case, Jason Garrett's too busy clapping half the time. Just in case no one was looking, he's like, yeah, I just shipped my ring in the mail. Nobody has to know. We do have enough money to re-sign him. I think we'll re-sign Woods. We probably could have saved more money, but I think it's good to wait. So we have at least another season in us. We're probably going to lose some names, though, if we don't do something. I don't know what we could do, but something. I'm not sure. So released a lot of the wide receivers they signed from the practice squad. So we have 15 mil. However, we got to be careful because we are at a very low amount of money, even though obviously we made the moves we did to release those receivers. It also leaves us pretty thin on the roster for other spots, so definitely got to use most of that money towards that. But if there's some sort of upgrade, maybe we'll try to make it. Maybe kicker, Harrison Butker. I don't know, but... no wonder why everyone watches me, right? I didn't offer any free agents because, honestly, we don't really need anyone. It's going to be safety and linebacker, and that's it. Really not, anyone there in free agency to fill those. Oh, here we go. We have a 5th-year option, and I'd love to have him on the team for another 5 or 6 years. Do you agree? Yes. Will we be able to afford him? No. So we're going to give him the 5th-year option here now. Is there anyone else? No, it appears not. So I have some players in, near the end of the first round. We're going to do another trade up to 17 this time. From 32, we give 96 and Stroman for 17, which is pretty fair in my book. I'm just hoping that at least one of them are there. I have a cornerback. I had a cornerback that I wanted to play at safety. That's gone. We do have an actual safety, the Leslie Hickman, but it was slower of a player, so I'm not a huge fan of it. But I don't know if there's much of an option anymore, so we're going to go with Leslie Hickman. Why? There's our bust. I don't even know if I'm going to start that person. That's a bust. Unfortunately, that's not a good pick. I don't know how far I can trade up here. I don't know. The Broncos probably could use him in a linebacker. The Packers definitely could. The Raiders definitely could. So let's trade up with the Broncos. We give them 64, a second next year, and Emmanuel Hall for 23. I think that's pretty close to fair. Maybe, I don't know. Trading first-round picks is rough. Really comes down to how good the draft class is. This one's okay. Nothing too insane, though. Chase Gore is by far the only decent middle linebacker, and even then, I don't even know how good he's going to be. 73 hidden, so he's pretty good. Replacement for Jamie Collins. Hell, maybe even Leighton in the future. Who knows? But he's actually a little bit faster than I thought he was going to be. I know he had a 4.59, but 87 speed still really good. We do have Spencer, who's a decently strong lineman, mid-5th. We're going to go to the 3rd round and grab him. There are some decent running backs as well, but I don't really care too much. But hopefully that lineman's there. I know a lot of times in the 3rd round, some of those 5th-round guys we have end up getting taken early. Sucks we lost the corner because 76 overall. I mean, hell, even if he has normal, he's better than our guy because our guy was normal. Spencer is okay, pretty good. 72 overall hidden. Does that allow us to trade one of our expensive linemen in the future? I'm not sure. Maybe Connor Williams. I don't know. He's not a left tackle or right tackle, but try to get cheaper somewhere, I suppose. And I don't know if we have anyone else we really need to grab. We have Von Hackett, a really strong tackle I would like to grab. And then Styles is okay. I suppose we'll take Hackett and maybe Styles as well, but I don't know. We traded a lot of stuff for next year. We lost was it a 4th round and a 2nd round? I'm not even sure. No, we're not trading up, so it's going to be down to one of the two, and I think Von Hackett's by far the best, and he's an actual tackle. Normal 70 overall. I don't know why I said normal hidden. Normal with 70 overall is decent, but I wish he was hidden. Pick 32 in the 7th round. Maybe we'll just take someone. I don't know. Oh, Styles is still there. I'm definitely going to take him then. Another 70 normal. I mean, those are really good picks. Thanks for showing me, my guys. Those are really good picks. It's just, obviously, it comes down to we didn't really, I don't think, speaking of normal, don't think normal's really going to develop. Chase Gore, please make up for it. Superstar X Factor would be brilliant. And no. We did have a tackle with hidden as well, though, so we'll see how good he is. The double elbow thingy as well. Oh, he's very good. Okay, so this makes, I don't know why I always like looking at the thighs. Yeah. Edit that out. Edit that out. Let's take a look at that cornerback. So, speaking of cornerback, number 1 overall, there were some decent corners in this class. 3 of them. 4 of them in the top 5 of them in the top 16. Here's the cornerback. He was so fast. Hidden, of course. 3,800 XP to upgrade. Oh, my God. This is so brutal. His development is star, but still, obviously, 20 times better than our guy. Zone coverage, that's why I wanted him, but of course, 1 pick before us. I would have obviously never traded up for that safety. I just thought that he was going to be there, and he wasn't. All right, we have our roster for potentially the last season. Depends on how we, do. If we win a Super Bowl, I would say it'll probably be the last season. Defensively, wait, how good is Leal? 86 overall, not bad. Leal Collins, of course, Gore is going to start at outside linebacker. He goes from a 73 to a 77. So definitely going to play right out. And yeah, I mean, this is easily the best roster in the league, without a doubt. All right, time to re-sign players, and let's be honest, we will not be able to do that. Yeah, we will not. We have to sign. Thankfully, we don't have to re-sign Leighton because of that contract. We can't trade Connor Williams in time. Gallup, I'm going to try to make some sort of room on this team. I don't know how I will, but I'm sure there's a shot. You know, if it's not like we're completely broke. We have a 4-year 31, so we just have to double that. Okay, maybe we are. Oh, snap. We actually got a freaking breakout, and it was with Meredith. He's a superstar now. Wow. It's simple. We literally just cannot afford him. I mean, there's not much I can do. We just can't afford him. Maybe this will be the last season after all. This is the last window. I did say 1 or 2 years, and this is that window. Leighton Vander Esch with that 14-2 with that what is that called? The 5th-year option. Barely saved it. Seahawks lost right out the gate, and then we lost the first and last games. Interesting. Last one, I'll say that we benched the starters. That's all I'm going to say. Dak is not worth the contract. He's just not been worth it at all. Receiving, I guess Gallup's not worth it either. It doesn't really matter who the receivers are, apparently, because we are trash at throwing the ball. I don't know if it's got to be Dak. Like, there's some insane names on this team at receiver. You know, with a superstar X Factor tight end, you can almost make the argument that he's the best tight end in the game because he's so good at developing. What's his development now? Not his development, but his overall. He's an 88, so 88 overall after this upgrade, probably. Yeah, 88 overall. Let's see what his actual ratings are. 86 speed, 91 or 90 catching. How young is he? 23. I mean, he's one of the best tight ends in the league. Got a bunch of traits. He looks good. I mean, how many more options do you need? Wims is probably going to be the guy that replaces Gallup. Not super fast, but I mean, there's no real other option. So, I mean, hopefully we just win the Super Bowls. I don't have to see this play out because it's going to get ugly, but yeah, I mean, there's really no other option. It's Wims or nothing. Let's take a look at the awards, if any, other than maybe an O-lineman and Zeke, I would say. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no. Okay, Hickman won Defensive Rookie of the Year, but will that matter? Zeke did win it, and we had 4 Cowboys linemen on the list. Any other win? Jalen Smith almost won an award. Really good season, though, from the team outside of the passing game. Who are we going to play? Let's just win the play. You know, let's just win. Oh, the Bears. They knocked us off once before. 92 overall, 95 offense. What was that, 89 defense? Dak is now an 89 overall. His upgrading days are probably over, but he's pretty damn good. You just got to, like, play well, I suppose. That's probably a good thing to do. 89 overall Gallup. He's obviously a guy you would never want to lose, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Spencer, he was the starter, but then the game tried to cuck us over. We'll put him over in left tackle, apparently. 79 overall. Didn't get his snaps in. That's brutal. I don't understand how that happened, but okay. I put him as the starting right tackle. I even released Connor Williams just because I was trying to find some money, and even he wasn't enough. Hickman, maybe he'll go up in development because of the win. I don't know. But here we are against the Bears. Can we get our revenge? 84 overall versus our 92. All right, here we are. Trying to get our revenge. 3-all. The start of the second quarter is going to be a 6-3 game. This team just doesn't perform like it should. 13-3. 13-3. 20-3. Middle of the third looking pretty strong. You know, defense is doing a really good job. Kind of expected this, though. 23-13. You know, we're just putting up enough. I think we're, you know, like I said right here. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, we put up just enough points. Barely. Dak, he's just not playing like a $180-some million quarterback. He just simply isn't. Burton, you know, no one crazy. Adams and Wims are the 2 number ones. Interesting. Mack, Meredith, Lawrence. I mean, we have a really good D-line, too, made up of rookies. I mean, this team would be dead if we didn't draft really, really, really well, as per usual. The trade-ups were clutch as well, outside of the most recent one. But Al Hickman might get to star. Be a pretty big upgrade if he did. Ooh, 14-2 versus 14-2. This is a huge game. 85 overall Seahawks. Russell Wilson, Wagner. If you actually have to play against Wagner, he's insane. I don't know what it's like in Sim, but when you actually have to face him literally on the field, GG. I mean, he will always force at least one fumble, it seems. 7-0 to start her out. I'm very happy with that. Not so great near the end of the quarter, though. 10-3. Just like that, it's 10-all. Got that clutch touchdown. That's probably going to be the difference here. 17-13. Ooh, offense doesn't score. Defense holds them. Offense doesn't score. Slow it down. It looks like we're going to at least get a field goal, hopefully. We get a touchdown. 3 minutes left. If defense can stop them, we make it to another Super Bowl. They're running out of time, and I think they ran out of time. Ran the ball a few too many times as well. Now you decide to run it. Okay. Okay. Dak, good percentage, but, I mean, 2 picks, 1 touchdown. This is one of the weirdest rebuilds we've had, just because Dak isn't playing like the Dak I usually see in Sim, but yet we're winning. And, of course, our kicker misses another field goal. He makes that field goal. I'm pretty sure we just automatically win, pretty much. But there, they almost came back and won at the end. There's Meredith, though, looking baller. I really want to see this finesse. It could be like 95, honestly. 92 finesse move. Damn, son. Going to get an ability slot soon, too. It's down to the Ravens. Let's see what the developments ups were. Dak didn't even receive a single dev up this entire season. And I didn't need to look because I knew no receiving development ups because, of course, this passing game wasn't good. Defensively, Awuzie finally gets to Superstar, it would appear. Superstar development, nice. He has pick artist and strip specialist now. That's pretty nice. Hickman doesn't go up. No one else does. Gore, get back in your spot, dude. Don't let him push you around. Costanzo, he was pretty good in the first season. Really good run stopper. He's pretty damn beastly. All right, here we are. The Baltimore Ravens, 14-2 versus 12-4. Once again, ooh, Marquise Brown with Moss, Lamar Jackson with Gambler. Once again, I do not want to see what it's going to be like without Gallup and all of them. I mean, our pass game sucks already, so I don't want to see that. So please, Dallas, help me out. All right, so I don't know who's on. Okay, we're left to right. Usually we're right to left. Defense is doing okay, but offense is doing its huge. There you go, Zeke. Damn it, offense, could you stop? Defense is doing about as well as it can at this point. Until now, of course. It's a very close game. Let's slow it down. They look like they're going to score. Come on, defense. Come on, defense. I believe in you. Damn it. 4 minutes left. Offense has a chance. And they may force overtime. Come on. Oh, they got a chance. Do we come in and play this? I mean, I think it's fine. Of course you think it's fine, pal. Let's be honest. We're probably going to cost the game, if anything. Got to take the shot. Gallup. How? How does he hold on? What in the world? It's not on all Madden. I don't think it's on all pro base sliders. I still don't know how he catches that. And we win the Super Bowl 31-28. Maybe I regret it a little bit, but it's back-to-back Super Bowls. I had no idea that was going to happen. Honestly, I might need to start just chucking up in Titans franchise. Maybe not on Niners, because that's sliders and all Madden's a bit rough, but I think I might need to start chucking it up a little bit more in Titans franchise. Corey Davis, he's going to be the dude. I know Michael Gallup here is technically a better overall than Corey Davis. He's like 90 in every single catching stat, but I think it's time. I think it's time to unleash the deep ball, We're usually about precision, but sometimes you can get those animations. Sometimes you can, and Zeke, of course, well-deserved. Yards per carry weren't great outside of the huge run, but 3 touchdowns, the huge run is what broke open the game, so you can't be mad with it. Even though it's technically not a good running game, I'm not mad. Just whatever wins us the game, wins us the game. Dak is the biggest pretender in the world here. Jerry Jones, I know you're watching, bro. I know you're watching. He's like, bro, if you just turn donations on, I would have made you a millionaire by now. I know, okay? One day I will, okay? Maybe. But don't do it. Don't do it. Just saying. Maybe, I don't know. If they can get him for 22 a year, maybe. But he's probably going to want about 30, which is no. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Lamar Jackson played way better than Dak. Rushing, Jamal Williams was their starter. How the hell did they even come close to winning with that offense? All right, Lamar's that dude. Who had 12 tackles? Gore. Damn. A better Blake Martinez. Maybe, I don't know. Tackles, once again, clouds our judgment. Who knows? Is he good? Is he bad? I don't know. But that's going to be the Cowboys' realistic rebuild. I'll show you guys we didn't, force any wins or restart it like 42 times or something. Let's take a look at postseason. One win, one played across the board. And I don't want to see any more. So I don't think we'll ever revisit this, and with good reason. But 2 Super Bowls, we're having some pretty good success lately. Can't wait till we try out like the Bills or something next week and get completely torched. I have a decent idea for a rebuild on Sunday. I don't know how much it's going to actually affect rebuilding, but it's going to be a decent one. Of course, any decent idea I have outside of the Blast from the Past series just doesn't get viewed for some reason. I feel like top Madden YouTubers would easily blow up even more with some of the ideas I've come up with. So if you want to see us blow up because you're a psychopath, like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. And anyways, I'll have you guys come back for next video. But, well, anyway, thanks for watching. How about that? How many times do you hear that? Probably a lot. And until next video, see ya!